that's the nature of snooker.
Okay, back we go. Frame 3.
And cue the third frame. Ding Junhui to break.
So Ding Junhui gets frame 3 underway, and I agree with Steve Davis, needing 3 snookers. Or was it Ken that said, you know, he battled away there and got Ding out of his rhythm. He just stretched for one shot in the yellow when he made the 56 break, otherwise the frame would have been over. But yeah, he did the right thing there, Stephen Maguire, and got to just needing 1 snooker. So he was back in that second frame. He's not faced with an easy shot here.
Going for power. No. Up and down. Should avoid the double kiss. Just got a thin snick on it. So an outside chance of a red. Good thing about this red for Ding, I think it's a natural just to miss the green. We'll see. But once again, he does have license to take 1 or 2 shots on, because he's 2-0 in front. By his standards, that was a wide.
It's not bad though. I'll show you the shot again. He didn't get near the middle pocket, but the only red he could leave, really, the way he played it, was the one he missed, and it's very difficult unless Stephen can get through to that red there. It's very, very tight. May have to impart a little bit of right hand side to make the potting angle. He did well there. He had to get so close to the pink to get to the potting angle. Now 1 good shot and he can be up for a red near the black. Played for the one that's near the corner pocket. So it'll be the shot after this. That'll get him up to those reds by the black. Few reds he could drop on, but the one just above the black would be the one he would be looking for.
All that talk of whitewashes, because Stephen last night, as I mentioned, in 15, Robbo beat Mark Selby 6-0 in the semis here. The pre-ranking era, which kicked in 84, there was actually 2. And it was a big fella in the studio. Steve Davis beat the Griff 9-0 in 1980. The following year he beat Jimmy White 9-0 in the semis again.
Took the opportunity to try and develop some. He's been a bit unlucky there. Or can he just get through to it? Another tight one. Yeah, the yellow was an aggressive shot, but that's how he plays the game. Just a little bit of noise from the back of the crowd there. Someone just getting out of the seat. The next one's going to be a bit tricky.
50.
Don't see a problem with the pot, but when he cannons the reds, it's not guaranteed position. I think he'd finish on the blue, possibly. And once again, it was the shot before where he didn't quite get on the red as he intended.
50.
It caused the problem.
Isn't it funny how every day's a different day in sport and certainly in snooker? Just about 18, 19 hours ago, everything Steve had touched was turning to gold. He was getting chances. Well, not so much chance, but every time he got any sort of chance, it was sort of plain sailing. But he just can't get into decent position so far this afternoon. Always scrapping and fighting for the cue ball. And eventually you're going to miss one when you keep leaving tricky little shots as that last red was. Well, this will take some cueing. Playing for black. That was tough. That was a very, very difficult. And now's the chance. This is the kind of chance you're looking for.
One.
I can't believe it.
One.
Stephen can't believe it. This Barbican crowd can't believe he's missed. That's the easiest pot I think he'll have missed. Don't think there was a kick. Amazing.
One.
Don't know if he can catch this black thin enough to miss the red and come across the table and maybe into the reds. Same shot played harder would have been ideal.
8.
This is not an easy shot he's looking at, up into the left corner pocket there.
Oh, Guy James, what a shot that was. You get over the disappointment of not being on a red. What a shot. That's the shot of the afternoon.
And how clever it was, Alan, because look where he's put the white. There was a red available into the right corner, but he left the white tight, so if he missed that pot, he wasn't going to leave Stephen in. Because he was always on the blue, so, oh, mind you. Is he okay? Has he got the one to the left middle? Has he got the one to the right corner?
40.
Got to be careful with this one. He's so close to it that he doesn't push it. No problem there. Had he have pushed that, the white would have come through with the red.
Right. 22.
Gonna need a bit of help to reach this one? Can he reach it with a normal rest?
Okay. 23. Third.
Lots to think about. Stephen Maguire sitting in the chair, desperate to get a frame on the board.
T1.
No, that didn't look it, but what a shot to finish so tight to the blue and top side of it. Now, the 5 and the circle are kind of all covering one another. Is it worth the risk of playing the cannon now? Because if he doesn't this time, he's going to have to next time round. I think there's value in playing the cannon. It's interesting, deciding against it, rather going off the black.
Six.
I'm not saying he won't, but
37.
I'm just wondering if that red to the right of the pink is available, and that's why he didn't play your shot, because it looked to be a natural. There must be something else available. Yeah, that red next to the pink pots, and that was the only reason he didn't play Alan's shot.
yeah, good spot then, and didn't he play it
44.
well?
Forty-five.
It was quite clumsy, that last shot, wasn't it? Giving himself a devil's own job to get on the next red. Can't play into them. Having to settle for a tricky one to right middle.
51.
35 ahead, so once again a crunch ball coming up.
It's so good into the middle pockets, is Ding Junhui. I remember another player from the Far East when he first came on the scene many years ago, James Watana. He was excellent at knocking him into the middle pocket. Well, I think Steve said with Hazel, you know, that the game of snooker can turn from one day to the next. Isn't that the case here? Stephen Maguire winning 6-0 against Mark Allen. And here he is, 3-0 down against Ding Junhui. It's just the nature of this game, but It's the best of 19,
64.
a long way to go, but at least Ding Junhui knows that he'll be going to the mid-session interval with a lead.
Semt. $71.
He's made 517 century breaks in his career. 26 last season. He's on 13
28.
this season. He's already had breaks of
8.
48 and 47 in the opening frame, 56 in the second. He's already had 6 in this year's Betway
83.
UK Championship. And we've had 132 in total. And the gentleman that's got the
87.
£15,000 at the moment for the high break, Barry Hawkins, had a 147. But this has been a sensational effort
92.
from this talented Chinese player.
$98.
And there's another majestic century break from Ding Junhui.
Ding Junhui.
He's going to take a bit of stopping, and aren't those people pleased to see that? He now leads Stephen Maguire by 3 frames to 0.
Yes, he has, Hazel. Still a long way from finding out, obviously, who's going to lift that gorgeous piece of silverware at the end of the table. But a big frame, for different reasons for both players, coming up. Frame before the intermission. Yeah, I agree with Ken. The black that Stephen missed, it does, it unnerves you. You think, perhaps this isn't my day. We know what Stephen's like, especially when his back's to the wall. He comes out swinging, and it's all right taking risks, but you don't want to push the boat out if you can help it. Good safety, good cover. Because if he does that, Ding will lap it up. He'll just sit back and wait in the chances. So, and that's part of what Stevie's got to understand, and he will do. A long, long way to go.
Foul. And a miss. Stephen Maguire. 4.
Yeah, just had a quick look, but everything's safe, so having it replaced shouldn't be too much of a problem. He got the wrong line there. If he had it any harder, he would have left a red for the middle pocket, so he's got to just try and nestle into the back of them, because if he hits the left side, he'll leave a long red up into the left corner. And if he misses the right side of the reds, he'll leave one to the middle. So he's expect him to judge it this time.
Yeah, it's just more this way, yeah?
Yeah, the angle was there to come off the 2 cushions and into the reds.
Bit more?
Yeah, a bit more. This way. Same angle.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And that's where they were.
Stephen?
Well, let's see, it's a bit further away from the green, but the angle was there. I think that's getting closer. And that's back a little bit, and then it's spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make a huge material difference to the shot. He's going in the same line. Well, I had to play it with a little bit of swerve.
Foul. The miss. Stephen Maguire. 4.
That's nice to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing it with a little swerve and a touch aside, but he's quite a character, Stephen Maguire. You see him on the table and he's ferocious when he's in amongst the balls, but away from snooker, he's a smashing lad.
Jan?
It was actually classy the way Ding played it the second time, because he had to play it with a little bit of left-hand side. See, he won't steal any advantage at all. That's classy. I like that.
The middle pocket's in the way of going the other side of the table off 2 cushions and into the side of the bunch, so third time lucky. Same result.
Foul. The miss. Stephen Maguire. 4.
He's looking up to a monitor. No, I'm not going to put a white line up. I did that once at the Masters, and Matthew Stevens, when it first came out, the white lines, Matthew looked up and said, "That's not a bad idea." So they had to stop that. Hasn't quite blocked the escape route down the right side of the table, but he's got to be careful. He could push red over the left corner here, or can he just get the one near the pink spot? Yeah, he could get the one near the pink spot, so that prevented him knocking one over the corner.
Quality stuff, this. He's a wee bit unlucky because there's a wee bit sticking out in the right wing of the bunch. Ding continues to dictate.
Well, that all went wrong. Played it with a lot of side to swing it around the angles, caught the jaw of the pocket, almost fluked a red. So just a miss hit from Stephen there. Yeah, lots of side that took him into the jaws of the pocket.
One.
Trying to push this red towards the corner.
Just coming around to make sure that the black goes into the left corner pocket.
8.
That red to the right of the black's a bit of a distraction. He has to be careful he doesn't snooker himself. And he didn't snooker
9.
himself, but he's hampered himself slightly. Limited to what he can do with the cue ball because he's bridging over the red.
Yeah, does he have any outs here? I think the only thing I can think of would be to hold the spot, but I don't think he can get to enough of the cue ball. Hold the spot, the pink spot's free. But even trying that, you'd be playing it with tons of right-hand side. So then the pot becomes ultra tricky. Yeah, it's not on. Trying to pinch the pocket here. Oh, good effort. But difficult to get out of that position. Still got one. About the best he could have done.
60.
Well, that's brilliant.
70.
That is brilliant to just leave himself a chance of that red. He's off and running again. In complete control at the moment.
24. $25.
Yeah, 77% Stevens down at. He was 97% pot success rate against Mark Allen. Ding Junhui at 92, that's very good. Just a couple of unforced errors from Stephen so far in this final.
31.
But he's playing a player that's just coming into top form. Even that little nudge there has made a difference. It's put the two reds on for the left
88.
corner, just nudging it there. Well, he had
30.
105 in the previous frame. And he's 39 and counting here. There's a few more to come, you would have to think.
There's the target then, 79, and if Ding goes on to win this frame and
46.
go 4-0 up at the intermission, it'll be a difficult team talk in the Maguire inner sanctum at the interval. But what I would be telling him is keep the faith. Remind yourself,
47.
it's first to 10. There are going to be periods in the match where you're going to get your chances. Don't think you're not, because you will. You just got to be prepared to take them. That's why I think this is the hardest sport in the business. Yes, I'm biased,
54.
I know that. But when someone's going at you, as Ding is today, and you're not getting chances, it is such a lonely seat.
55.
He's got to sit and ride out the storm, I'm afraid.
Already 50
62.
ahead. So he's not that many pots away from securing a 4-0 lead. The red at the back of the 4, I think, is available, so that will release another red. In fact, I think they're all available at the moment, so he can please himself which one he plays on. Yeah, I mentioned the other day, that's why I think snooker's a little bit more difficult than golf. If you're hitting a good shot at golf, Alan, I can hit a good shot. At snooker, if you're clearing the table, can't do a thing about it.
$71.
Still needs one more red to secure the frame. Well, so many times we've seen the mid-session interval change things around. That's what Stephen Maguire will be hoping for. But this session has been superb
84.
from his opponent. A couple of
85.
longish frames at the beginning, tactical, and he came out on top on those, and then he's made a century plus this. Every chance of back-to-back centuries now.
92.
Absolutely brilliant, isn't it, Alan?
Yeah, the economy of cue ball is just wonderful. Never seems to be any more than 18 inches away from the next shot as the second century then
100
is secured. What's he got for us? 143 on.
$108.
Yeah, this is a player that's made the maximum break on 6 occasions. Now this is the sort of snooker it produced when he won this title on 2 occasions.
140. $160. $190.
Well, he usually goes to the practice table. I wouldn't bother if I was playing like this. It'll be Stephen that'll have to go and knock a few balls around, I feel.
$128.
Oh, the pink doesn't matter.
Centre frame.
But it's been an exhibition of class by Ding Junhui thus far. He moves into the interval with a commanding 4-0 advantage.